Hello, welcome to another video from Avenue X looking at Chinese dramaland in the past week. Previously, we've had a week that had like over 24 stuff going on one day, right? Today, 31. Mostly because Tencent during this week had their 2023 看片大会, which means a big conference that invites media and potential advertiser to a big event where they show all the projects they have on hand. So pretty much the same thing that iQIYI did. And Tencent is so doing it in a way, maybe my quality is not the best, but quantity-wise, nobody can beat me. So, as usual, let me first talk about a couple of dramas that have gone live already or will go live. Then we're gonna run through as quickly as possible all the stuff they've mentioned. Starting with, on the 17th, during this week, we have a drama going live on Tencent, and it's called 闪耀的她, a contemporary drama, English title Stand or Fall. These sort of more matured age range characters, metropolis romance, Wang Yang, Qin Lan, Liu Yun, Zhang Meng. I watched a couple of episodes and I'm likely to rant about it. Okay, if you like any of those actors, my suggestion would be don't watch this drama. One day after that, on the 18th, Changfengdu went live. Destined, which is the Bai Jingting and Song Yi real couple playing a couple. Period drama based on an IP novel that had a little bit Japanese costume crisis happening earlier. They haven't aired to the episode where the male lead would be wearing those costumes. So by the time when that happens in the future, we shall see if they've tweaked it. So far though, it has other problems. It's definitely done by an adaptation writer who really doesn't know how to do good writing. Among all the dramas ongoing now, probably still the strongest, but there's so much rewriting and fixing this script needs had it been my choice. Then on the 20th, we have a drama going live on Youku, web drama 偷偷藏不住 Hidden Love. We've talked about this so many times. 赵露思陈哲远 romantic young adult story. Previously, I was aware of what roughly the story is like, but I never really researched into what it is. Because the drama aired, I took a peek and then I got very shocked about this project's existence. Everybody who's involved in this production, I do not know what's going on in their head. It's shockingly problematic. I took a look at its original novel and wow! Another drama that I would highly recommend you not to check out for your mental health. It is that very questionable angle of things that starts with a big P in English. Maybe I'll rant about it. Maybe I won't even say that because I was so grossed out, honestly, by episode 1. I looked at other people's ranting about this drama and like, thankfully I didn't continue watching. Holy shit. Moving on to the next piece. On the 22nd, a drama went live on Bilibili, which is made by Bilibili itself. It has a very complicated and funny background story. 古相思曲, English title, An Ancient Love Song, led by Zhang Yaqing and Guo Jianan, and it's directed by the director who did 长公主在上 and 东兰雪. So very web drama, 14 episodes. The female lead is an ancient time person, fictional history. In her timeline, everything happens normally. The male lead is a contemporary person who is a writer, time travels, but every time he lands in reverse order. The first time he lands is the last time the female lead in her timeline will see him. Second time goes back in her time. So when they first meet, she was 36, next 26, next 21. It keeps going back. It is ongoing. It will air very slowly on Bilibili. The funny thing about this project is it was actually based on a Bilibili's editor, like not so different from me. Back in 2019, did an edit with Zhu Yilong and Liu Yifei's other dramas footage, made up her own story about this type of time travel. The copyright of that edit got bought by Bilibili, and Bilibili wrote a script based on that edit and then asked two proper actors to act and made a new drama. I've watched 4 episodes and so far it's watchable. Maybe not the highest standard, but I really like Zhang Yaqing, so I'll keep watching, and if it's good, I'll talk about it, obviously. On 26, we have a drama that should go on satellite television as well as web called 繁华似锦. Previously, it's called 误入浮华, and I think I mentioned it once. The Outsider contemporary drama of, again, similar to 闪耀的她, the middle-age range actor, love and hate and whatever story in the big metropolis background, led by Gao Weiguang and Zhang Yuqi. So these are dramas that have gone live or will go live, and very briefly talking about them. Now let's head into the wheel of Tencent dramas. I will talk about them in order. So first, projects that are just starting to move or only released posters, and then we're gonna go into the ones that have released trailers in the category of contemporary and period. Starting from the stuff that have added more posters or just announced the project is a green light. 庆余年 Joy of Life 2, they've released new posters of a lot more new characters played by actors such as Yu Feihong, Gao Lu, Mao Xiaotong. So this project literally covers almost all the known actors and actresses working today in Chinese dramaland. I don't know, like, do they get paid or do they just come in to make a cameo for favor because it's Tencent and it's Joy of Life, big IP? So probably they don't get paid much, but they just want to show up for a bit. Moving on, the next one is also just one poster, no more stuff, but I look forward to it so much because it's the 利剑玫瑰 Sword Rose, the police drama, 金世佳 and why am I laughing? 迪丽热巴. It's just a weird pairing and they, in my head, belongs to two different categories of actors, but then if they are working together and it's a police drama, by all means, bring it on. Next one is a project that has just been announced. There's no casting news on it. Pyongyang Zhuan. It would be Legend of Pyongyang, literal translation. The director is Yang Yang, who is the director who did 梦华录, Dream of Splendor, but also did that drama, which I totally couldn't stand. Well, she would do this one. The interesting thing about this is Pyongyang Zhuan is the Princess Pyongyang of the early Tang Dynasty and one legendary woman in Chinese history. She's a princess, but she's also a military general and she's so good at fighting wars. And in a way, she is instrumental in the whole beginning of the Tang Dynasty politics and how her family, the Li family, hold down this whole land of China. If there wasn't this princess, history may be rewritten type of situation. It's gonna be a really interesting project. Next project called 永夜星河, English title unknown yet, based on 黑莲花攻略手册, quite well known in China. And it's the second collaboration between Yu Shuxing and Ding Yuxi. It's gonna start shooting next month. Previously, their projects are in iQIYI, but this time it's Tencent. Next one, a project that has just announced during this week called 大凤打更人, quite well known novel on 起点, which is a web novel site that's mostly focused on male readers demographic. And English title is Guardian of the Da Feng. This is a fantasy setting, I think, of a world where there are monsters, there are also humans. It's a period drama type of setting, and you're gonna have fantasy mixed in with detective stories. It's directed by Deng Ke, who is the director of 折腰 and 雨凤行, we're gonna mention later in this video. He's also done many other dramas previously, and this is gonna be led by Wang Hedi. Tian Xiwei. Let's see how this project is going to turn out. Next one, a major contemporary drama we've already talked about previously, is going to be led by Liu Yifei on Tencent called 玫瑰的故事, The Tale of Rose, literal translation, because her character in the drama is also having Rose in her name, and it literally is Yellow Rose. So there's a big poster of her, Yellow Rose, looking very pretty. It's going to be her big female lead contemporary drama. Moving on, very exciting news, second season of 猎罪图鉴 Under the Skin has started moving. During this week, they've announced they're doing the second season. Everything is on the move, although they haven't confirmed if both leads are gonna come back and play Du Cheng and Shen Yi. Honestly, I would not accept the second season if it's not these two actors. I think it wouldn't make sense for them to even do the second season if it's not Jin Shijia and Moving on to the next one, a new project just got announced on Tencent, looking pretty exciting. It's the previously worked out team doing it for the second time. It's another Ma Boyong's period novel getting adapted to screen. It's very similar to 长安十二时辰, Longest Day in Chang'an, because same author, same director, same lead. It's the story called 长安的荔枝, English translation, The Lychee Road, which is based on a very famous poem, basically talking about, at the time, the very southern lychee fruit. When it gets transported to Xi'an, that's a long distance. In ancient time, you have no flights to do that. And all the complicated story that happens around transporting that fruit, making sure it's still fresh when it arrives. It's going to be directed by Cao Dun, who did 长安十二时辰, led by Lei Jiayin, who also led 长安十二时辰. So this is in every way a second iteration of this whole collaboration. The only difference is previously it was a Youku drama. Now it's a Tencent drama. So Tencent has money. Let me take a breath, and then we are gonna move straight into the rampage of trailers. First, let's talk about contemporary drama trailers, and I'm gonna be super concise because there literally is too much stuff. Starting with 艰难的制造, created in China, a drama done by 正午阳光, the proper serious drama, 时代 drama, talking about from 1990s, 80s to now, the whole development of China's industrialized manufacturing in important things. Heavy industry, machinery, all those things that actually counts for something in contemporary world. And it's led by Zhang Xingcheng and Song Zu'er. We've talked about this project before. This time they released a trailer, give you an idea about what it may look like. Next one, 好事成双, no English title yet. It is a contemporary romantic plus professional drama. Chinese title literally means good things happen in pairs. And it's led by Zhang Xiaofei and Huang Xiaoming. I'm curious to see Zhang Xiaofei and Huang Xiaoming being a couple. They haven't, I think, previously really worked together at all. So it will be quite interesting to see how that will work out. Next project I'm really interested in called 黑土无言. English title, Frozen Surface. Short drama, crime drama, Dongbei environment, snowing, little town crime breaking, case breaking, chasing down the criminals type of drama, and it's led by Chen Jianbing, Hu Jun, Deng Jiajia. The type of actors who can do anything, and just because it's 3 of them leading, the acting department would be stellar in my opinion. Next project, 爱情有烟火, Love Has Fireworks, is a contemporary drama led by Tan Jianci and Wang Churan. And the simplest way is this is a contemporary romantic drama of 2 people who happen to be landlady and her tenant. But then they also happen to work together, like they get tangled together in the living space and also in professional field. For this type of story, they start as enemies and they become lovers. So typical. I mean, the trailer looks quite fun. It's just the first time I think I've seen in a contemporary Chinese drama where the male lead and the female lead almost have exact same height. Usually always the guy is taller, but this time, you know, because it's Tan Jian, so we know he's not tall, and he has joked about that himself many times, so I think it's safe to talk about it. And looking quite interesting. Let's just see how that's gonna turn out. Next one is also a Tan Jianci-led contemporary drama called 很想很想你. English title, Love Me, Love My Voice. And in this one, he leads it with Zhou Ye. I think I've mentioned it twice, something like that before. It is a contemporary drama about a very famous CV voice actor who is well established in an industry meeting a newcomer in this business played by Zhou Ye. Now, I think they're gonna use their own voice, otherwise there's no point of doing a drama like this. Tan Jianci, I'm not worried. He's really good at line delivery. Zhou Ye, I am slightly worried. Let's see how well she can do. Next one, another contemporary drama called 最遥远的距离, The Furthest Distance, and it's led by Zhong Chuxi and Zhang Yunlong. I've mentioned this a while ago, and this time it's a proper trailer. She is an interior designer. He is a doctor, and it's a romantic story, obviously. He lives, or he has a lake house in this drama, and it's almost identical to the lake house of the Keanu Reeves and that film, which is based on a Korean film that's about time travel. Because the lake house, I somehow have watched that film many times, so I am so familiar with everything in the film. And the moment Zhang Yunlong, that shot shows up when he's doing drawings in a glass house, I'm like, lake house? Really? So yeah, just for the lake house, I may want to check it out and see what it looks like. Next one, 你比星光美丽. English official title is As Beautiful as You, another contemporary romantic drama that is faking to be a professional working environment drama, entrepreneur drama, but it's definitely just all gonna be romance. Led by Tan Songyun and Xu Kai. Based on the trailer, it's the type of story that's going to be heavy on investment and angel capital, all that story about a new entrepreneur, but then it's always going to end up in romantic entanglement, as you can imagine. And the interesting thing so far in the trailer is Xu Kai is in his own voice, not dubbed. Let's see if that gets kept till the end when they actually air the drama and they don't find somebody to dub him. Next one, 春色寄情人. We've talked about this so many times. Li Xian, Zhou Yutong, There's a Lover in My Hometown. They released their first official trailer. The look of it is really good. It has a very distinctive color palette, way the camera is working, the way the story is paced and told, even just in trailer, you can feel. It definitely is a drama that wouldn't be the type of just set up the scene and have 2 people talk, cut back and forth and done. It will have a lot of design in the whole visual look of things. Gives you a strong sense of poem, like a poetic contemporary romantic drama. I hope it does turn out to be like that, and that will be interesting to see. And Zhou Yutong and Li Xian both look dashing. Really good. Next one, 鬼吹灯南海归墟, The South Sea Tomb of Kendo in Tomb. It's the 3rd one, I think, of the team. Pan Yueming, Zhang Yuqi, and everybody who was in the first 2 seasons, they're gonna be in this one as well. Exactly the same feel of the previous 2 seasons. This time it's in the ocean. scary stuff underwater. Moving on to next one, 父辈的荣耀, A Long Way Home. It's a story about the northern part of China from the 1990s to 2010s. Change and development of the logging industry, because there are a lot of forests in that area of China and it has gone through quite a few significant shifts. It's led by Guo Tao, very good actor, and then Zhang Wanyi, also very good actor. So it's the type of proper heavy realism drama. Next one, I also really want to watch this one called 九亿人. It's led by Wu Qian, Qiao Zhengyu, Hu Yixuan, Li Jiahang, called Faithful. And the structure is a very classic type of story that immediately you know what you're in for and you probably will be interested in. It is about a woman who takes a revenge 7 years after something has happened that is to do with one of her best friends. So she has a girlfriend and the girlfriend dies because of something that's very wrongful that happened to her. And she stayed quiet for 7 years, planning everything and gathering powers from everywhere and get the previous people who are impacted by that event all under her sort of like control and plan and management. And then they come together. It involves those, I think, 9 people as a pack to do a revenge on the bad guy 7 years later. And a very classic revenge story, and if it's well done, it will be very exciting. At least based on the trailer, I think it looks pretty good. Wu Qian, just in the trailer, you can feel like this is the role in the period drama, probably up to this point, that's most interesting for her to play up to this point in her career. So I highly look forward to it. We actually have just jumped between 父辈的荣耀 and 九亿人 from the contemporary to period dramas. Next one is what I've previously mentioned, Deng Ke's drama 折腰, Prisoner of Beauty, Liu Yuning, Song Zu'er. They've released their proper first trailer, looking really good. All original voices, and Liu Yuning and Song Zu'er just killed the trailer. Next one is also Deng Ke's project, 羽凤行, the second collaboration between Zhao Liying and Lin Gengxin, Legend of Shen Li. It's a pretty funny trailer. It definitely picks only the comedy part of this drama where the phoenix falls onto the earth, not really at her full strength. So in a way, she has to agree with the mere mortal human and living in his little hut. So it's all those parts. It did get complained a lot because both are Tencent projects, both are Deng Ke, this director's stuff, and they kind of release back to back. And the two dramas, trailer, visual, texture, quality just look too different. Everybody thinks 折腰 looks 10 times better than 羽凤行, and then Zhao Liying's fans got very angry. So we had a big fight on the internet about people not happy with Deng Ke's trailer of 羽凤行, but this is still just trailer. When the actual thing comes out, it may be totally different. Moving on to the next one is another high-profile project that has released another probably better trailer than the first one, in my opinion. 长相思, Lost You Forever, the big Yangzi female lead drama with 3 guys who are 谭健次, Zhang Wanyi, Deng Wei. This time, I think the proper trailer, and looking much better than the first one. And at least it can whet my appetite to a point, and I'm curious to see what the story is gonna be. Next one is last week mentioned drama. It's the Xu Zhengxi and Ouyang Nana one. During this week, they've released their first trailer, and I don't have a really hope for the drama to be very successful based on the trailer. It's another similar to the Meng Ziyi Xu Zhengxi drama, quality drama, and also the fact that Ouyang Nana plays a role that in the story setting is the most beautiful woman in that city. And I mean, she can play a cute young girl, that's fine, but like the most beautiful woman, Buttercup level of princess, right? So don't think so. And it's dubbed. And it's dubbed by a voice that everybody who watches Chinese period dramas, you'll know her recently because she's dubbed so many different characters consecutively this year. Just that voice took me totally out of the story. Next one, 凡城之下. I think this is one of the highly anticipated drama for all my viewers. If you follow closely to Chinese drama news, Bright Town, a Ming Dynasty setting detective drama led by super good actor Ning Li and Bai Yufan. This trailer also looks really good, so can't wait. Come on, just bring this one on. If you don't bring any other ones on, can you just show this one first? Next one, another one with 相思 in their title, but instead of 长相思, it is 相思令, everlasting longing. That drama led by Song Weilong and Yang Ying, Angelababy. Period drama, they released their first trailer. Interesting thing about that is original voice, Song Weilong and Yang Ying. Angelababy, if nothing she could do well in acting, there's one thing she could do pretty well is line delivery. But Song Weilong is still completely illegible. Like, I can't understand what he's talking about 30% of the time, I'd say, and I have really good ear of conversations. I almost never need subtitles if I understand the language, but he sometimes is like, what are you saying? If they keep that in the period drama, in a way you can explain it away because it looks like the female lead comes from the Zhongyuan, the Middle Kingdom period setting world where supposedly you speak the proper Chinese, and then the guy looks like he comes from tribal land from outside the Middle Kingdom. So if his Mandarin is bad, in a way you can explain that away. My hope for that drama is just like good looking still shots. That's all I need. In terms of acting, I have zero hope of it working out. Anyway, the last one I think on today's list, finally we arrive at a very interesting project that's also Tencent. I haven't heard about it. When it shows up, I'll definitely check out because it's a very unusual drama called 雀刀门传奇, meaning the legend of this 雀刀 sect, bird saber, if you have to, like magpie saber, if you have to translate it word by word. It's a comedy wuxia period drama, and the interesting thing about that is it's Zhao Benshan produced. This guy is the legendary comedian of Chinese, from the 1990s to early 2000s, every year Chinese Spring Festival, Chinese New Year, variety shows frequenter. The most, I'd say, influential comedian of the Xiaoping performance form in China. Although he hasn't been doing that for years now, he still has the strongest, biggest reputation, and this is his produced, him leading drama with his team. And it's definitely the most unusual and unique project among everything I've talked about today, just because Zhao Benshan previously has never done a period drama. He's only done comedy of contemporary setting or just on-stage performances, just because it exists. We're gonna have to check it out and see what it's gonna turn out to be. So that's everything today from Tencent, showing that I can just stuff you all out and just by the sheer amount of stuff I have. Let me know which one you're most interested in and which one you look forward to most, and let's see which one actually gets aired first among this whole insanity list of like 25 different projects. Thank you for watching New X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.